Hello, my beautiful Aquarius. I am Scully Sati, and I want to thank you for coming to my channel to see what I can see for you guys for the first couple of weeks of May 1st through the 15th. I hope the last couple of weeks of April was fantastic for you guys, enlightening and healing. And let's see what the next couple of weeks hold for you guys. Before that, though, I just want to reiterate, as always, that not all messages are going to resonate with everybody because we as readers are going to pick up on different energies at different times. So if this doesn't resonate with you, fear not. Come back to me next week for the weekly elementals or a couple of weeks from now for the second half of May, and that may resonate with you guys better, okay? All right, my beautiful ones, let's see what's going on for Aquarius. And for you guys, I am going to use my Tattoo Tarot, which I love. Very cool. And we'll see what the cards are going to say for you guys. All right, so what's going on for my Aquarius? Okay. Well, okay. It's looking as though you guys, all right, good. I'm seeing some good things. Okay. I feel like in the recent past, you guys have been really thinking more and more about what you deserve, what your potential should be, okay? And I feel like coming out of, you know, a time in the past where you've dealt with some heartache, some betrayal here with the Three of Swords and the Five of Swords, perhaps some conflict with another, that you've really started to get to know yourself a little bit more about, you know, what you deserve and what you want, right? And what you don't want. And I do feel like that has really gotten you to really feel like you're a bit more victorious than you were before, okay? I'm kind of getting this feeling of like, you know, fuck the nonsense. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to do what I'm going to do to make myself happy. As long as it's not hurting other people, it's good, you know? And I feel like that's a great way to look at things, because I feel like what I'm picking up on is that there may have been situations in the past for the Aquarius people that I'm picking up on that you were the ones that gave a lot of energy, that you guys gave a lot of effort into a particular relationship, because I do feel like this has to do with romantic stuff. And you didn't really get a whole lot back. There was like really no sign of reciprocity, right? You were pretty disappointed before with the Three of Swords and the Five of Swords, right? And you just started to really put your happiness first lately. I don't think that's a bad thing at all. I think that's a good thing, because what you're looking for is that Ten of Cups energy, which is the, you know, the happy domestic bliss type situation, right? And so I think that because you started to put yourself first and you've started to do some healing for yourself, that's helped bring to closure some cycles that may have been a bit more on the unhealthy side for you. You know, putting in a lot of energy into things, or people, I should say, that don't really give back to you. And what you're seeking here is the King of Cups, right? And to me, like, the King of Cups is an ideal partner because he's very good with expressing emotions. It's not gender specific, but it's just somebody that has a good balance of the logic and emotions, and that they're not shy to communicate how they feel, right? And you may have been with people in the past that either didn't communicate well or communicated very harshly towards you. So what you're seeking is somebody who's very open with their emotions like you are, so that you can know where you stand with things. Yeah, because I feel like you are looking damn sexy lately, Aquarius. I feel like you are the pie that everybody wants a piece of, okay? And I feel like that makes you feel good. You know what I mean? Like, getting a lot of attention for you is really validating that you are, in fact, very desirable and, you know, very beautiful, right? And, you know, this might have made you reflect on the past, a past situation where, you know, perhaps somebody did worship you, you know, before you let these other, you know, assholes in, right? But you are looking, you know, revisiting the past a little bit, where it's like, oh, I remember how this person just, you know, really loved me, and, you know, could be a first love that you're thinking of, or something along those lines. And it's really helped you to be pretty comfortable being alone. You know, I feel like you guys went through a state recently, probably over the past year, where, you know, you realize that sometimes being alone, being in a solitary state is preferable than to have shitty company. You know what I mean? Company that puts you down, makes you question yourself, makes you doubt yourself. And I feel like you're coming out of that hermit stage now and you're starting to shine bright with that Queen of Wands. You're like, hey, take a look at this, you know, look at me, look what I'm wearing, look how I'm smiling, look what I'm, you know, look what I'm projecting out, you know, for the world to eat on up. And I feel like, again, you are the pie that many people want a piece of. And that's not a bad thing at all. I feel like it's giving you a lot of confidence, which is a really good thing. Yeah, because you're coming off like the Empress, right? Again, not gender specific. Empress is really somebody who stands very strong in the fact that they are a nurturer. They are somebody who is very giving and very warm and welcoming. And, you know, you're not afraid to be that because that's who you are by nature, right? And because you may have been with people in the past that took advantage of that or didn't value that at all, you may have, you know, hidden that about yourself sometimes when it came to like relationships. But I feel like you're letting it all hang out now. You know, you're like, I am who I am. And what I'm seeking is, you know, a partner that's got his shit together, her shit together, right? Somebody like kind of like a logical balance to your beautiful emotional state, right? Because, you know, I feel like you've been hurt in the past with the Page of Swords. You may have recently gotten some unpleasant messages, you know, about how people thought or, you know, what I'm picking up on is like you may have gotten messages about secrets that you didn't know anything about before, okay? And that may have upset you at first, but I feel like what it ended up doing was boosting you to where you started really, you know, wanting to feel like you're okay being alone. Like being alone is okay, you know? Like that's the happy singles card, like feeling like you're okay with things, you know? Because justice seems to have been served. So if you were done wrong in the past, if, you know, the secret that I was picking up on, or, you know, this past person who may have really treated you very badly, you know, I feel like there's been justice that's been served. And I feel like that helped boost you to be like, you know, yeah, you know, this person may have treated me this way, but that was on them. That was their dark stuff that they didn't deal with, you know. And maybe with the Justice card, they had to deal with it. Something happened where they got kind of slapped in the face with their own karma. And that kind of helped you to figure out like, oh, this person wasn't an asshole because of me or because of, you know, the fact that I'm not enough. Really, it's just their dark stuff. And I can be the beautiful person I am very openly without being judged. Yeah, there was definitely some truth that came out, you know, and I'm feeling like for the next couple of weeks of May, there may be more truths that are coming out. You know, they may not be as unpleasant as what you've experienced before. I'm feeling more like this truth is more like your personal truth of, you know, how people do actually see you. Because for the people that I'm picking up on, you're an amazing person. You know what I mean? And just because you had one person that you were with that made you doubt that, if you took a poll, you know, of all the other people who know you, they would be in agreement that you are fucking fantastic. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't worry about what this past person may have put you through, you know. And I feel like you're going forward with balancing, you know, different aspects of your life. Career and home and art and whatever else, family. You're just really starting to take off with your natural state of being. And you're walking away from things that aren't really yielding you anything anymore. You know, and that's bringing you power. So I'm really feeling very good for the Aquarius crew. You know, you may have come from a place of sorrow before, for sure. You know, but I feel like you guys are definitely, you're not letting it hold you back like you may have in the past. I feel like you're definitely taking on a whole new way of looking at things. And, you know, you're starting to become very balanced. This Temperance card, you're being very balanced with how you're approaching the world and how you're letting the world approach you, which is fantastic, okay? So these next couple weeks are going to be, you know, something really good for you. You may be starting to understand why you had to walk away from something, or why something had to walk away from you. Because I really feel like, Aquarius, you guys are in a time of healing right now. You may have gone, like I said, through some painful stuff, it's looking like, but I feel like you're now starting to get the lessons from it. Like you're now starting to have the clarity of like, you know what, these past things really had very little to do with me, you know, not being enough, or not, you know, not living up to somebody's expectations. This is really just about not jiving with the right person. And I do feel like you are starting to open yourself up more for people that are, you know, more sunny in disposition, right? That can match you in your brightness, right? And I do feel like within this couple of weeks, you may go into it at first, like, you know, recalling old memories, but it's not going to be with like a whole lot of sadness. I feel like a lot of the sadness is dissipating for you. And I feel like this is more about the reflective period, and then being able to start to really accept who you are in all your beautiful majesty. You know what I mean? You are a fantastic creature. You are one that people love in general. You know what I mean? And I do feel like that's going to help you start to go forward towards that which is going to bring you a lot of joy and a lot of happiness, okay? I feel like, Aquarius, what you're doing is you're doing a lot of stuff for yourself these next couple of weeks, and I think that's beautiful. You know what I mean? Because who else is going to take care of us besides ourselves? You know what I mean? And I feel like that's something that you're starting to realize here, is that you don't need necessarily to have somebody to worship you to feel like you're a queen, right? Although I will say this, with that Queen of Cups, or the King of Cups energy that I picked up earlier, I do feel like you definitely have some kind of an admirer who definitely wants to come out and talk to you, have a nice deep conversation with you, where you guys can really see each other's point of view, really pick up on that mutual respect that's going on. Yeah, I really do. I feel like you guys may be looking at some kind of a commitment coming in the next couple of months. And I feel like for the next couple of weeks for May, you're going to be just starting to be very comfortable with yourself, really starting to treat yourself as you deserve. And what that's going to do is open you up for some sort of commitment towards somebody who's actually going to be, you know, worth your while. So yeah, good for you, Aquarius. I'm proud of you guys. I hope that resonated with you guys. I hope it was helpful. And if you want me to look deeper into your situation, you know how to reach me with the information below. I would be happy to do a one-on-one with you. Until then, check back in with me next week for the weekly elementals, and then I will be back the week after that for the second half of May, specifically for your sign. Okay? Thanks so much, guys. I hope this next couple of weeks of May is as fantastic as you guys are, and I will be seeing you then. Bye!